So it is conflicting having issues with like my gallbladder and pancreas, but then also having issues with lipedema and lymphedema, because what helps lipedema and lymphedema is a low carb, high fat diet. Whereas that's the diet that'll trigger my gallbladder and trigger my pancreas. So it's like, okay, so it's just all very conflicting and frustrating. So long story short, I would rather have issues with my lipedema and my lymphedema versus obviously organs inside of my body. So that is why I choose not to do like a really high fat, protein based, low carb diet, because it does make my pancreas and my gallbladder hurt. It's just something that I have to deal with, and I can be in a calorie deficiency all day long and still my body sometimes does not react. I do want to make progress. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to make progress every day, because eating at 2,100 calories as someone who is 500 pounds, I should have lost weight. Having lipedema and lymphedema while trying to lose weight, but also suffering with like weird pancreas and gallbladder issues, it's giving like I'm a human in quicksand trying to get out of it, and I like literally can't. So that's very unfortunate. I am back in the 500s, and it's just like I'm super swollen. I know I am. Like I feel it in my legs. Not once did I like binge or anything like that. I do want to make that very well known that I just like overate every single day, because my body was really truly just like getting used to and like adapting to the fact that I was eating below 2,000 calories. And then bam, out of nowhere for almost a week, I stopped doing that. And I'm gonna say I was probably eating about 3,000 calories a day. And my body is like, whoa. So it's, you know, I've gained weight in sodium, I've gained weight and fat and water, whatever it may be. But like, since I do have lipedema and lymphedema, my body holds on to water and fluid very, very easily. So I'm holding on to a lot right now. So me gaining that much weight in such a short amount of time for some people would be very shocking. For like the normal person, it's not possible unless you're eating so many calories, it's insane. But someone like me, it's rather easy for that to happen, especially because when I was losing weight, like my legs haven't felt that amazing in so long. And what I mean by that is like I had less fluid and like water retention than I've had in years. And it was just feeling so good. It was becoming like just easier to walk and just do things in general. Now, like that I've gained like 10 pounds, like I feel that in my legs more than I feel it anywhere else. I'm holding on to a lot of fluid currently. So it just sucks and I'm not happy about it, but I wanted to be transparent and let you guys know that is what I'm currently going through. Why do you think haters ignore the #1 symptom of severe lipedema? So actually, when someone asked me that question on Instagram, they asked me it in a message on Instagram, and they went a little more into detail, saying how they also have lipedema and that they have a very severe case, and no matter how much they diet, they can't lose weight. And they also see a specialist who says that the #1 symptom is weight gain, even as much as you try to lose the weight. So I think the haters choose to ignore that and choose to think that I just need 3,000 calories to lose weight and all this like crazy stuff is because they don't have the knowledge in lipedema. And I feel like there's a large group of people that like, even if they did have the knowledge, they don't care. And it's like, I have an illness, I have a disease, which is lipedema, which is causing my weight loss to happen very slow. And even with that reason, which is not an excuse, it's a reason, it's a biological reason, they don't want to believe it, they don't want to accept it, because they just like believing and accepting anything that is the opposite of what I share. Oh, I weighed myself today. Well, today is not weigh-in day, but I wanted to get a look at how she's going. And the scale is moving a lot slower than you'd think, but you do have to realize that like everyone's calories is different. There's like a machine you can actually go on to see like your true metabolic rate and all of that, like because everyone is different. Like it literally has to do with so much. I just got foundation on my earring. Love that. But to top it all off, I am a 32-year-old who had a full hysterectomy, who went through menopause. I have no estrogen. Like I have lipedema, which makes it to where like to lose 1 pound, I have to like work 5 times harder or like wait 5 times longer to lose that pound, unfortunately, especially as my lipedema gets worse and worse. So it's like there's a lot of things that go into it. Like when I saw the lipedema specialist, she was able to explain it a lot better than I actually can. So, but not everything is black and white with calories, trust me. I wish it was, because it would just be a lot easier. Of course, a healthy person or me at a earlier age, you know, it was a little bit more black and white. It's like calories in, calories out. But once you're riddled with different type of like things, like me with lipedema, you know, menopause, etc., like things are different. My metabolism is no longer the same. As you guys know, my dietitian wanted me to do 2200 calories to 2500 calories, and she gave me some macro goals, and I was following that. And she noticed, and I noticed collectively, that it was just too many calories. I know a lot of people sit here and think that with my weight, I should be able to eat 2500 calories and lose weight like this, and that's just not realistic because I do have lipedema. I have a very, very, very bad case of lipedema. You guys have seen my legs, and lipedema is abnormal fat that does not want to go away no matter how much you diet. It just wants to get bigger and collect more fat cells, and that is what I am struggling with. And on top of that, I also have lymphedema, which is a lot of fluid, like a lot water retention, and we noticed that 2500 calories is just too much for me. I am really swollen though. My lipedema and lymphedema is, you know, I'm just retaining a lot of fluid and water in my body right now, and I could definitely even see it in my face, and I hate it. Because it's like I could be eating everything right and doing everything perfect, and my body just says, I'm gonna reject that. Lipedema, like, it's not very common. Like, people don't know a lot about it. So mixed with that, plus being in like the spotlight, because I do show myself, hi, this is me, I show myself on camera a lot of judgmental people, and that's just being brutally honest. I have a lot of people who are very judgmental who watch me, and putting those two together makes it rough, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, she's gaining so much weight, like look at her. It just sucks that it's like an okay thing to do when this is an illness, a disease that I was recently diagnosed with that I didn't know that I even had. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind that that's why sometimes I look massively bloated. And thankfully, there is a whole community online of people also with lipedema who experience the same problems. And it sucks. I hate that there has to be a community, because it definitely sucks having this. But like, stop with the judgment. Truly, like, low key, it's ableist, it's fat phobic, and it's just not okay. I know I said I was gonna do like weigh-ins and stuff, and this totally could be like a weigh-in moment, because I did weigh myself today, and I've been following the plan that my dietitian gave me, and I know my body, and I know that like when I'm doing the right thing, I'll instantly drop weight. That's just the way my body reacts. I've been like that my whole life, my actual whole life. I started my first diet when I was like 10, 11. So I know from firsthand that when I am doing the right thing, the next day I will drop weight. And I've gained a pound. That is frustrating to me, especially because like when I get on track and I'm like doing the right thing, I notice that I pee more. I know this is like TMI, and this is a lot to do with like, I hold a lot of water. I hold a lot of fluid. Like, I have lymphedema, I have lipedema, plus I'm just a very large body. And when I hold a lot of water, my body releases it when I get back on track. And I gained. It's frustrating to me, because it's like, at least if I would have like stayed the same, that would have been fine. But the fact that like I gained is just like over the top weird, and it does add frustrations to me. I hate it. I low-key hate it. It makes me want to go back to like restricting more. And it's like, I just need to trust the process. So, update on my lipedema. I don't know if you guys remember yesterday, I was saying how my lipedema like is like the worst it's been. I've just been doing a lot of movement, walking, etc., etc., which I'm doing about the same as I usually do. But the thing is, I'm resting less. I really hate just sitting in bed. Like, even right now, I should be resting and elevating my legs, but it's like, I don't want to. 2019 was the era of me being bedbound or bedridden. Not now. I don't know. I correlate resting in bed with a time in my life that I have fought so hard to get out of. I don't know. It's just my lipedema isn't doing that good. Even my feet are swollen. It just sucks so bad. And when my lipedema gets swollen like this and when it gets painful, there's a large gain on the scale. So I'm not looking forward to that. While having lipedema and weighing myself, the scale doesn't always correlate how well I'm doing or how bad I'm doing. It likes to depend on how my lipedema is doing. So that is frustrating all within itself. I think it's just hard for me to wrap my head around that this is something that I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. It's not curable. Of course, there are surgeries you can get, but my lipedema is so bad that it's like I would have to get surgery after surgery after surgery after surgery, and it just sucks. There's actually a large portion of people who don't really know what lipedema is who watch me. So instead of me describing it, I'm actually gonna look up the definition and just simply read it to you guys. It is an abnormal buildup of fat. It can be painful and it affects daily life. The cause of it is unknown. The condition runs in families. So I don't know if someone in my family has it or they did have it, but it is inherited 9 times out of 10. Your weight has nothing to do with it, which is different because usually all my illnesses or my ailments is because of my weight. And the very one thing that's preventing me from losing weight and is kind of just making me feel worse about my body and my life and my progress is the very thing that is not caused by my weight. It's such a weird little like cycle. I don't even know. But long story short, lipedema is simply just fat that does not want to break up. It doesn't want to go away. So with weight loss, it doesn't go away. And that's why it's so hard to lose weight when you have lipedema, and 9 times out of 10, you gain weight even while trying to lose weight. It's a mess. This first week of Weight Watchers was amazing. You know, I was down 9 pounds and I just have very strong feeling that I've gained it all back just based on how swollen I am.